If you're not on the Star Wars Rebels bandwagon yet, you might want to hop on. I have a feeling it's going to get really crowded. Hey movie fans, Star Wars Celebration just wrapped up, so let's run down all the announcements, what wasn't announced. Let's just recap the whole event. So, the very first day on Friday, the big build-up was the Rogue One panel, and boy, was it a mixed bag, to put it nicely. What did we learn? A lot and nothing at the same time. So basically, from 95% of the cast, we got really nothing new. We got some information about Alan Tudyk's character. He's voicing a robot. We got some details about him. He seems like a fun character. We got a poster. We got official confirmation that Darth Vader would be in it, even though that was announced via Entertainment Weekly about 2 weeks ago. And we got a massive, massive spoiler that I'm not going to spoil here, but you can visibly see if you watch it, the rest of the panel just goes, dude. Like, I'm watching it going, that's really uncomfortable. That guy might be pulled from all press tours from this point on, because Disney don't like spoilers, and they like to play things close to the chest on these panels. Apparently, because they really did not get a whole lot of information away this entire weekend. But we still got some information, but that was the big one that people were like, oh. The crowd, the people watching the live stream and everyone else was under the impression that Disney would release a trailer that Friday. I don't know where that source came from, but it sounded like Disney was going to be releasing another Rogue One trailer that Friday, and the live crowd got it. The live crowd got the new Rogue One trailer, and it was about a minute and a half from all the reports I read. But us, watching on the live stream, got to watch the behind-the-scenes sizzle reel 3 times. And it was kind of odd, because they kept building it like we were going to get something, and we didn't. So then there was talk of, well, maybe Disney will play the new trailer with the ABC special that they're doing later that night. What did they play? That sizzle reel again. So I don't know what all was going on there. Somebody really dropped the ball. Now, I don't have a problem in the slightest with the people that are in Star Wars Celebration getting their own thing that they see, because they paid good money to go to that event. And they deserve to see something. But promising a trailer and not really delivering on that is very frustrating. I'm okay with the crowd there maybe getting a 3.5 minute trailer and we getting a minute and a half. Like, they get an extended look. But the fact that they go with this behind the scenes featurette multiple times was very frustrating. Then Rebels came along and was like, don't worry, it's the bottom of the ninth. We'll pick you up, buddy. You struck out, but we can do you good for a good home run. Because Dave Filoni, that guy, Dave Filoni is just a beautiful man with beautiful, beautiful hats. Now, if you don't know, he's the one that runs Star Wars Rebels. He worked with George Lucas on the Clone Wars too. And so, when he came out, that's the kind of panel that you want at a convention like this. What he rolled out was a Season 3 trailer for Star Wars Rebels. Now, I was already hyped enough for Star Wars Rebels Season 3 because I love Rebels and like the direction that the story's going, but this was like, oh, that really got the crowd hyped. And then about halfway through the trailer, they dropped the biggest news of the whole weekend, and that is weird to say when on that same weekend you had panels for Rogue One and Star Wars Episode 8. Who dropped the ball there? Because halfway through the Rebels, sorry, I'm getting everything mixed up. Halfway through the Rebels Season 3 trailer, he's back. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Now, when Disney acquired the rights to Star Wars, they threw out all the extended universe. I was in the minority and said that's actually a good move, because Disney's not dumb. They're not going to get rid of all these characters forever. But what they're going to do is slowly reintroduce the stories and characters and do it in a more organized manner. That way there are people overseeing it. That way the whole story still kind of makes sense, and you don't have these weird Palpatine clone stories or stories that don't really make sense because it meshes with other stories. So now it's controlled, and they brought Thrawn back. He was a beloved character of the original EU. Now, they could have just stopped there, because Thrawn being back in canon excites everyone, myself included. But the original author of the Thrawn trilogy of books, where Thrawn was originally introduced, was Timothy Zahn. He came on a video and said, I'm working on a new book, or else I would have been there with you guys. Hope you're having a great weekend. And everyone's like, sweet, Timothy Zahn's writing a new book. Did some great Star Wars books. Oh, and then Dave Filoni was like, yeah, he's writing a Thrawn book. To which everyone lost their mind even more, because the man that knows the character the best is writing a book that is now officially canon, not whatever it was before. So everyone lost their mind. So, how did Star Wars Celebration close out the weekend on Sunday? So they had a future filmmakers panel, which they talked a little bit about the future films, and they really, really did not give away much. So Star Wars Episode 8 comes out in about a year and a half, and I really expected them to drop at least some knowledge about this, but not a whole lot. I was expecting a title, maybe, because, it's a year and a half away. But they didn't say anything. All they said was this movie breaks the mold and that it takes place immediately after Episode 7, to which, and by how Episode 8 could work video, that's my exact timeline, so I might not be that far off, but who knows, because I'm all over the place. We didn't get any real information on Episode 8. We got official casting of young Han Solo in Alden Ehrenreich. Let's hope I pronounced that right, for young Han Solo, but we knew that like a month or two ago, and it was announced, so I don't really know. Did Disney think we didn't know that already? But the one that I was really hoping for and thought they would announce would be what the next Star Wars spin-off besides after Han Solo, because you got Rogue One, and you got the young Han Solo, and then you got, I'm assuming there's going to be another, right now, untitled movie. So I was really expecting that to be an Obi-Wan movie, or, to even be announced what it was. No mention of that whatsoever. Everything about Star Wars Celebration was kind of a letdown, except for Rebels, which is weird to say, but then again, if you're actually following Rebels and have seen it from the very beginning, that's pretty much Disney's secret weapon right now, is the people that run the show know the material of Star Wars and do it so well. Well, what did you guys think of Star Wars Celebration? Did you catch any of the news? Did you catch any of the live streams? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you like what you see and want to see more, subscribe to the channel, or find me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at Uncharted Media. Stay sharp, movie guys and gals, and may the Force be with you.